Hey everybody, this is Chris with the Reptiles and Oddities. My God, we've been busy moving enclosures. So the 6 foot by 2x4 is gone, and the 4x4x2 is gone to storage. Some glass enclosures and some of the stuff that I packed up in boxes, dealing with reptile stuff, my reptile magazines, stuff that's already. But as you can tell, the big burmese cage, the 8 foot by 4x6, one side's already off of it. Yeah. So, here's the side of the cage. Here's the door. So, we're starting to take it all apart. Well, I am. And I'm going to start storing it over here. The idea is, I don't like some of that wood came off there. But the idea is we're going to start taking all this apart. And then we're going to store it. And then later on, when we come back, we're going to put silicone in here, like not silicone, but Loctite. Put a big old blob in there, and then seal it together, because this will never come apart after we build it back after we move and got our house built. So the logs are coming out. The water bowl is coming out, which is just the bottom of the tank. Honestly, I kind of want to put it inside of its cage, but I don't know, it might be too much water. I don't know. I had to play with it and see. I gotta see if he'll fit in there, because he fits in this water bowl just fine. And I just gotta hook a pump to it so it circulates. But we gotta come through here, take off all of the electrical, all of the water lines. We gotta take that window out. Yeah, we just gotta remove a lot of stuff in this thing. So, all right. One thing I want to show y'all. I'm kind of glad I'm doing this, because when I do come back to rebuilding this whole cage, I get to fix a couple things. First thing is the door. Okay, see there's a gap there. See the gap all the way through? There's a gap up here that's just not even. Like, I can put my finger out there, but here I can't. So that's what that wood was for. So the gap's up so air just doesn't go through there. I want to redo this completely. Of course, ends aren't even cut right, so I'm going to redo this completely. I actually want to drop this door further down and over like that, because the substrate's never going to be that deep. So yeah, and hell, who knows, I might make it a tad bit longer, up to 10 feet instead of 8 feet. We'll just see. The reason I did 8 feet, because that's how big one panel is. 4x8. So there's 2 panels on the back, and that allowed me to put the big the 6x3 bay window up front. That one right there, 6 feet by 3 feet. And then you add your stuff here for a door, and that made up 8 feet. And then you just put 2 4-foot panels there that goes up 6 feet. Cut that off. There you go. 1, and then 1, and then up there 1 4x8, and then the floor is a 1 4x8. So yeah, and I'm going to do something different for that substrate panel. I'm probably going to change out, because I had to cut out the center right there. Because I was going, there's 2 different ideas. If you go back to my Instagram, you'll see a video or pictures of this cage being 2 different styles. That's just it. So yeah, but when this cage comes back, this is going to be a beautiful cage, because I have a background that goes in here too. So it's just going to be awesome. And yeah, once I get the water bowl out and the pieces of lumber or the wood here, and those things are freaking heavy. Okay, they're about 150 pounds each. They're heavy, and they're held on with these big old lag screws. Okay, lag bolts here. So yeah, they're in and they're not coming out. So he's able to hang on. I was able to actually sit on them and not even move or even creak. So, and I'm 200 pounds, even though I'm working to lose weight. I want to be down there around 180. But yeah, it's sad that this is going, but hey, he's in there now. So, and he's not scrunched up at all. I still got to get a water bowl. I'm getting that today. I got to get a humidity system on him. So I want a humidity fog instead of rainfall. And then again, I might actually run a rain system through all of them. I don't know, I got some setups. We got to see what we can do with the solar panels. But yeah, he's in there and he's got plenty of room. So if I take a water bowl and put it back there, even if I do that 4-footer, leaves him about a foot right there, so he can get in fully and soak in it. And that would add really good humidity, a water bowl that big. And then actually he can get in it and soak in it, and he can also get on the ground. So I don't know, ideas. I probably will end up putting that in there. So, all right, we untake this door off now. All right, when y'all see this, we'll be. Well, hello everybody. Well, we're back at it. It's been a long day. The reason I'm wearing this mask over my face is because I'm dealing with the dirt in there. Yeah, that is peat moss you get from Lowe's, Magic Earth, and cypress mulch. So the last time I did that, I was snorting out dirt, coughing up dirt. This gets airborne. You breathe into your lungs, it's not good for you. So I'm not doing that. I'm done with that setup. Oh God, it's humid. We got a cold front going through right now, so windy as hell. So we got the top off of it. So right here, yeah, right there. So now we're going to start taking the backs off of this thing. We're basically loose. I just want to get the dirt out in the pond. So we're good there. We're going to start laying up right against the wall right here as we start taking this apart. Maybe we get done today. Oh, let's get the old kickstand up. Found it. I also want to show y'all something about this. These caster wheels do come with screws if y'all want to put screws through them. They also come with bolts. Use the damn bolts, because look, here's what happens. Lift that up. The screws literally just get ripped out of them, because here's the screws that came with it. Yeah, just use the bolts. Drill your hole, use the bolts with the washers. Thank me later on, because that holds a lot of weight. These things are rated for 1,500 to 1,600 pounds. Ball bearing rollers. I like them because they actually look like wheels, like rims. And they are smooth. They even roll on dirt. Well, I was amazed at, as long as the weight doesn't push them in. So, all right, let's get that side off. And then basically we have a skeleton besides the substrate dam. Okay, it's a freaking mess in here. But one thing I have done, because I wanted to make this thing look nice and pretty, nice and flat, I've covered up my damn screws. I didn't think I was actually going to be doing what I am doing by building me a house. I actually thought we were just going to get a house, go the old way, mortgage, and that way. So, yeah. So now, I got to find the screws. They're hiding all up front here. So now I got to go find me a magnet. Okay, there we go. So this is the bottom side of the cage the Burms was in. I built it just like a floor, and it was nice and sturdy. I liked it quite a bit. What I do want to do is come back in here, and I want to put blocks in the corner, but I want to do it to where, I gotta think about this one. I want to be able to put the caster wheels in here, and they're gonna have to work, but they need to be dropped far enough where I can work the lever on there to stop it, so I'm gonna stay stationary instead of roll around like it was. So try and think of an idea, maybe a block or something in here, that like a metal piece that's hollow or something that can withstand the weight, that we could bolt it down to the bolts, and then for the top side you can run screws in, or maybe bolts from that side to fasten it on. I don't know, but there you go. 4 feet wide by 8 feet long piece of board with studs in it to make it nice and sturdy for a floor. Now it is to get everything else. Now you seen me kind of pop some stuff and just ripped it out. That is because it's these 2x4s. I'm changing up the front a bit because I want to redo the door, like I said. And so the 2x4s, the basic skeleton is going to be good, but as far as like the very front, we're going to be changing some things up and make it a lot better. I want to make stuff nice and flush, just like the other side of this. It's nice and flush basically in there. You don't see the studs like that like you did beforehand. I do want to change that up and make it nice and even, so later on whenever we get our house built and get the garage done to where I can build this back again and make it even better, we can go ahead and put the background on and be nice and flush. You don't see like a wave in there because it's going around like the studs in there, the skeleton. So we'll probably put it from the inside instead of the outside. So we'll do that. And probably that's going to have to be trimmed down a little bit. We'll measure it out and see. And then, yeah. But this was originally made not to come apart, but we're building a house. So it got to come apart because I ain't paying for a storage unit that big to house this big cage in, whenever we can just pull it apart and line it up kind of like how we're going to do on this side. So, all right, well, that video is going to be ending. We got the cage taken apart. Got the big Burms. He's in his other new cage now that's going to go into the shop or into the reptile house that I am building for temporarily. So didn't have too much mishap to happen or anything like that. So we're all good. So, all right. Well, everybody, I'm exhausted. This weekend has been hell on me. I moved all my kids' outdoor toys, the big stuff. We cleaned the camper even more. We moved stuff out to my mother's house. I helped my grandfather with his truck because there's a brand new 2026 Dodge Ram that died on him. So I had to get it up there to the Hoyt or Freedom Dodge to where they can have it warrantied out. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with that thing. And so I'm exhausted. So I'm going to get this all set up, organized, and then I'm done. So, well, guys, gals, subscribe, hit that notification bell, support US Ark. These reptiles are freaking amazing, as us reptile owners know they are. If you're in the Durant area on April 27th on the Earth Day event down in Rocky Park, please come by, say hi. I'll have Ozzy. I might have another reptile with me where y'all can come see them and yeah, just learn about these beautiful animals. So until next time, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, real quick, before the video does end, I got my space back over here that I can finally start going through things. So yeah, I'm keeping this cage out because I think I got the room for it. I'm about to go measure all of my cages and make sure the perimeter that I put down actually will fit everything. This one's out because this one cracked on me, and I've got the panel right there to fix it. So I just gotta make sure I cut that panel down good, and glue that in, and then that'll be the future cobra cage as it grows up. So the lawnmower's going to my grandmother's because I'm still going to be working on it. This is going to go in storage, while all the rest of the wood's going to go in storage, and except for that mister staying out and the moon staying out, and my hook. Snake hook's in this bag. So propane tank got to go over to the camper. That's going in storage because I don't know, I might need that in the future. Cage tops, I'm gonna put in marketplace. Need to put my heater up. Metal, get rid of it. Bill goes to the lawnmower, probably. I don't know, might not keep it, I don't know. Clean up through here, a lot of mess. But we got it all organized over here. That cage is put up back there, which was his, and then he's in here. So we got everything hooked up. The fan, it's all hooked up. So it's supposed to get to 29 degrees tonight. So right now his cage is staying at 78 degrees ambient. So nice hot spot over there in that corner, other side of corner he's at. So he's not underneath the hot spot right now. So he says he's good temperature wise. So just look at him. Just beautiful snake. So just gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna get a humidifier for him. It's gonna fog out really good in here, the one I'm gonna get. But yeah. Whew, okay. And now you have a good night. Bye.